let's see my answers. This much we'll cover today. Template. Let's see the implementation of it. Okay. Abdul, come up. Explain my answer. Huh? See what you see. Come. Hey, you have to learn, यार. Interview में क्या करो भाई तुम लोग? You have to speak up, ना. Prepare, bring that confidence. Next time we'll take your answers also. You will explain your answers like how you have come. It's a goal करना. ना जाएगा ऊपर.
The question itself: what were the events that lead to the Quitinian movements? That is preceding events. What was the factors? What was the causes? That was I don't know.
Okay.
So introduction itself, Sir mentioned that PPP, like place, period, personality. But the Quitinian movement, what the period, time period, one of the P is 1942. Sir was mentioned that Quitinian movement took place in the 1942, was a significant event which led to the so many for independence, Indian independence movement. For Indian independence, so many movements was done. Among that, Quitinian movement was significant. So that was the sentence he was mentioned that after that time period, the events, 1929 civil disobedience movement. These are the events which was preceding to the civil disobedience movement. And after how many? 5 was mentioned by the Sir. And after that, results. Results are of the Quitinian movement. He was broadly categorized into two types, like two, immediate and long term. In the immediate, mass participation, British forces to send the cabinet mission. These are the immediate. He was broadly categorized into two types, and after that, political leverage, nationalism, anti-colonialism. And it might be useful like that, Swaraj spirit, national patriotism. These are the long term. Patriotism is not a immediate impact. Patriotism, national movement, and the spirit of Swaraj. These are the some critical words. It will be better we should use that. And after that, the proved to be determined. Sir, it was over. First question was over.
Okay. So let's see that what was the learning. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Durga. Thank you so much. It would be better if you present your answer, na? Next time we'll do that, because you know how you have written, what you have thought, so that will be helpful. So be prepared for this also. So let's include this part also in, because we are few people, na? So we can do that. So we can improve our communication, our confidence level, public speaking also. It will definitely help. You won't realize now, because now what will be the thought in our mind, let me clear prelims first. That will be in thought. We never focus on this part. But remember, yesterday the interview list came, schedule for like first phase. Yesterday was which date? 2nd December. When it's starting? 8th December. How many days? 5 days. Now within 5 days, what you will do? Can you develop your personality, your confidence? If you are shaking there, let's say, you don't have that confidence to say there, and if you're shaking, then tell me how they will trust you that tomorrow you are sitting in the district office as a district collector. If the politicians, rowdies, or some few people came in front of you and you're not having that confidence to talk to them with confidence, then why they will take you? Will you take that person who is seeking and who is fearing Lord? That how he will handle the whole district? Right? So that part cannot be developed in one day. It's a process. You need to bring that confidence, and that if you will hesitate, thinking like what people will think and those all things, you're not preparing for any other people. You're preparing for your own goal, your own life, your family. Let them think. Let us make mistake. I am openly presenting my answers. Despite that, I know there may be the mistake. People can find out in the YouTube of somewhere like the sir has made it wrong. How does it matter? Okay, I am the human being. I can make mistake. I'm sharing this. There might be, you will find sir has made the wrong year. Yeah, how can I remember everything? I'm also kind of aspirant. No, I'm not watching anything and writing. Not even prepared these things. Because I also want to learn with you. It's not like I'm preparing and then coming and writing. Otherwise, the answer points will be much different. Here I am writing very general answers. But the framework, why I'm not preparing also, no? Because I want to show the framework. If I prepare now, my mind will go to the what I know. I won't write the framework because now I write the framework because I don't know. Then also how I'm writing, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's good that you have not prepared, but still yesterday I told to read something because this is history. When it comes to environment, geography and those things, you don't need a preparation also. It's history, facts are required. But in environment, we generally know. Society, Indian society, nothing is required to be read. Ethics question not required. Just the term meaning, if you know, you will be able to do it. But history, that's why I told you to read, because some facts are there. Okay, so that part, let's create this as a platform where we can develop gradually if you won't feel, but this is the only way you can improve your confidence. Speaking in front of people. If you won't speak, you can't improve it. He knows me. He knows I was teaching in degree also. No? He was there. Initially, when I entered the first, I had the work in the NGO. Field work was there. So I had that, the experience of speaking in front of thousands of people also. But still, when you sit in the class of 200 students or 100 students, it becomes your confidence will be checked. Your words you will fumble. You won't think about what you are trying to say, but you will think about what they are thinking. Am I speaking right? What if I say something wrong? How they will judge? These things goes in mind instead of thinking what I have to say. While you were speaking, we are diverting from our topic, but this is very important because interviews are going on now. So the point is, when you are standing here, you have to think by yourself. What was going on in your mind? Try to observe that thought after the class. I'm talking to you, Durga. Huh? Try to observe that thought. Was it only thinking about the words, about the question, or was it also thinking about like the pressure? It's getting recorded. It's the people, how they are judging. Are these things are also coming or not? You have to observe. No need to answer. But you have to observe. Now, for the next time, what you have to practice is avoiding this thought. What people are thinking, it's recorded this song, and thinking about what you are trying to deliver. What you have to say. If you think about that now, you are professional. That is the professionalism. And that will bring the confidence, clarity of your expression, as well as the right conveying your thoughts and what you are trying to say. And that doesn't come when you won't be in such places. Okay. Yeah. So first thing, what we learned from the first part, he already explained, but just let me quickly revise. You understood, he rightly talked about the PPP, period is mentioned. Here location was not important because it was pan-India, right? But one thing I have missed here is that I could have given a small map highlighting the important location where the movement took place. So that was one lacking here. You should add a small map showing the important events, important location where Quit India movement took place. So if we are doing that, place wala part also be Third thing here I could have mentioned is that the person led by Gandhiji or some declaration, but it was leaderless Quit India movement, as we know that, right? But the significant leaders like Suchita Kriplani, Aruna Asaf Ali, I mean those of Asaf Ali and that what was it? Usha Mehta, somewhere there. So those names can be mentioned. So I'm talking about the improvement in the introduction. Actually, today I was getting some calls, so I had to finish the paper. Time was going away, so I could not think properly. Yes.
Sir, they have given a slogan lower time. So specific that Quit India.
Yes, yes.
So how can we enhance in this question?
Okay, very good point. Quit India movement. Events led to the Quit India movement. That was given by who gave Quit India? Gandhiji. Gandhiji. Point out its results. So either we should use that word in the introduction or the conclusion. I would say that the it can be written in the conclusion also, that the Quit India. Wait, just wait. What were the events? Or second thing, second way, what you can do here is that when you are highlighting the events, you can talk about that that Gavalia tank, na, where the proclamation of the Quit India movement was announced, where Gandhiji gave the slogan of Quit India. That led to the movement, start of movement. So within events only, the Quit India word can be mentioned, the slogan. That would be, I think, the suitable place to include that. Okay, so the introduction, you could have added the personality and the place. I could have added that. So that was lacking. Events that led to the Quit India movement. Here you see the presentation. It's similar to yesterday I presented. Because it's asking about the events. So it's better to give the chronology. If you don't know the year, fine. But when you will prepare, try to remember you have to present like this. Where, how the presentation is. See, events that led to the Quit India movement, 1929, 32, 35, 39, 42. This was the major event, that is failure of Chris mission. Here I have mentioned immediate reason. Okay. So when you prepare, whenever it's asking about the events, give in this sequence like this. If you remember, if you don't remember the year, how you will do is that the events, immediate event like the Chris mission, other event like the political, economic crises, those all things. But the World War was also a very important event. World War II. Okay. So these two at least should be there. Other you can. I came from civil disobedience movement, basically linking, because learning was there. Then I went to the Round Table Conference, Government of India Act 1935, World War II, and the Chris mission. It's not like we don't know. If you don't remember the year also, fine. But at least write the events you know now. When you will revise, right now we may not, but when you will revise, these events are very easy to remember. Okay, so that is the first thing. Last thing is that result. See, same thing. Immediate result, mass participation, cabinet mission. Long-term result, political leverage, nationalism, anti-colonial, and the freedom in 1947. Thus, Quit India movement proved to be a determined step towards free India, linking with the freedom. Next event. Next is the bring out the constructive program of Mahatma Gandhi during the non-cooperation movement and the civil disobedience movement. Gandhiji movement were not only political but also having the social and economic components like uplifting Dalits. As I discussed that, this here it was difficult. Second way of introducing would be talking about the non-cooperation movement and civil disobedience movement, mentioning their year, okay, and saying that these were not only the political movement but also social economic movement. That can be the second. See, there is no one way of introducing. You can follow the template which we have decided, was that mentioning the year of the event and saying that it was not only political but also economic and social.
We have to, the other way around, Gandhiji, what he did in non-cooperation movement, and again Gandhiji is contributed towards civil disobedience. Underline can be present in that.
In the introduction, then that will be repetition in the body also, no? So in the introduction, don't try to write the same thing which is there going to be there in the body. Either talk about the behind it. What was the intention behind it? Intention behind it to make it more inclusive and the more broad-based movement, not only the political but also social movement. Right? In conclusion, we don't write the same thing which is we write in the body. So here the constructive programs during the non-cooperation, you see the structuring. Here political program, economic program, social empowerment, cultural, communal harmony was also there. So during non-cooperation movement, political program like the Nagpur session, regionalization of INC, something. Economic program like the self-reliance, social education, women participation. I'm writing very simple. Value addition is very less because I don't remember that much. But the point is there. What is that? If I revise now also modern history, here in bracket I can write some examples. Huh? Very easy to do that. But generating points are difficult. Everyone says the right political, economic, social, but if the actual question will come, it becomes difficult to think about that. You are getting the practice because seeing that, okay, here can be written. But thinking about the constructive work in this political, social, economic dimension is difficult. People will think about something like the specific point. But when you learn where it can be used, because I am writing here, you are able to understand, okay, this can be implemented here. But actually, if you ask everybody knows the social, political, economic. But where to use, how to use, it's difficult. And that is the objective of this class. No? To show you, not only tell you like you should do the pestle or the political, social, economic, but also showing you by doing in front of you. Right? That's the philosophy we are following. That not only telling you what to do, but also we are showing you how to do. Right? So that is the thing. And in the that's communal harmony, constructive program dealing similar, political, there will be some more intensive, economic, anti-untouchability was added. I mentioned one line of limitation here of the constitution. It's see, there is directive is not there. Here, see, bring out the constructive program. They have said they have not directly asked to discuss, examine, evaluate. That's why I have not given so much emphasis on it. Just mention one because I think like there was some limitation. We read it also. There were some of mostly the educated, mostly the participation of the tribals was less, something. I have not given the so many emphasis because not directly asked. But since I know and I had the space, I had the time, so I just mentioned limitation, low focus on economic, more on the social and political. Here I have not mentioned no focus. That was the point we were discussing in the group mentorship with our student, that when students were writing that the no focus, it's wrong. Extreme statements are wrong in prelims as well as in the mains. As you eliminate, whenever you see all, no in the prelims, UPSC will eliminate this when you will write no. So low participation, low focus, not no focus. No, low, different. Okay. Overall, such program created ground and prepared mass for large scale participation in the freedom movement. Okay. So impact of it at the end. So this was it. Can you see the framework now? Social, political, economic. If you use it, you can write points despite having the specific knowledge. Raja, right? See, we'll come to my answer later. Let's see his answer. The question was, critically assess the extent to which the non-cooperation movement functioned not only as a potential political campaign but also instrument of social transformation. See, here the directive word is critically assess first. Whenever it is saying the assess, that means what it is asking is us to see whether it is one way only or does it have the other side also. It's like the both side only. So when it's saying that the second type of directive, not the directive but the keyword you will find in this kind of question is extent to which. Extent to which. This word please remember. Whenever it is asking about extent, that means it's saying that it is not able to do the complete. Up to certain extent it is able to do it. That means certain gap is there. That means whenever the question is on extent to which. That means if the objective was, this is the event, and objective was this, it is able to achieve something. It's not like the zero, it's able to achieve something, but there are some gap. Okay, let's say the objective was complete independence. Complete independence. Which objective? Quit India movement. Did it achieve complete independence? Quit India movement immediately did it achieve? No. Up to certain extent it achieved in terms of reducing the power of Britishers, awakening the people. It was able to achieve certain level, but not completely. Okay. Second way you can think is that, okay, how was the Indian independence movement? Was it the complete, if it is the complete independence movement, was the complete independence movement was only political? Was only political? There was no social or economic? No, right? Some part of it was political, some part of it was economic, some part of it was just social also. Right? That means if you will draw like this, if this is the complete independence movement, there were some part which is political, some economic, some social, and other aspect also. So the question is, up to what extent it was political? Was it only political or social and economic also? That means you have to recognize, yes, political was there, but not only political, it was social and economic also. That was the question. Now read the question. Critically assess the extent to which non-cooperation movement functioned not only as a political campaign, but also instrument of social transformation. Now the subheading, the structure of the answer would be, yes, it was political. It functioned as political campaign, but also functioned as instrument of social transformation. So 2 parts. Now see how he has written. The first, he decided the non-cooperation movement emerged as a result of the major dissatisfaction against the British rule around 1920. Excellent. He gave the background of event. The background is the major dissatisfaction was there. Year is mentioned. I would request you to underline it. The major dissatisfaction in 1920, because you want to emphasize in these 2 keywords, right? So you have to underline the first point. Now, otherwise, this is the very good answer. Now see how maturity is coming just in 3rd class. Just in 3rd class, if you see his first answer, he not even wrote the first answer on the first day. Now, this he has written. See this, non-cooperation movement as a political campaign. Exactly addressing the subheading. Non-cooperation movement as a political campaign. It's saying that the mass protest against the British rule, yes, it's political. Self-autonomy over the strict British and rule and regulation. Economic independence he wanted, because that will bring the political also. But linking with the political is important. Okay, so he created representation demand. That's also the political, in political institution. Points are not very unique, not specific, but you can't say these points are wrong. Addressing the demand of the question, political. However, it's not only non-cooperation movement as an instrument of social transformation. Second, okay. Just one thing I would ask you to add is that not only political, or however, it was non-cooperation. However, non-cooperation movement was also like instrument of social transformation. Then it will be the flow will be there. Now it's showing like the discrete political, social, but still this is very good, very good. Right? Then he's saying that again, don't do this number, always number. Okay. 1, social discrimination, decrease, feel of brotherhood, yes. Social harmony, yes, very good. Non-cooperation movement contributing the political and social aspect led to the major events like the civil disobedience. Linking with the next step. Perfect. Absolutely. Fabulous answer. Following exactly what being taught. And you show this answer to any faculty outside and ask them to evaluate. And ask them to evaluate, you'll find that they will be impressed with this answer. Not in terms of the content, but the way is being presented, addressing the whole demand of the question, all sides of the questions. That's very good. Now see Durga's answer. The same, critically assess the extent to which the non-cooperation movement functioned not only as a political campaign, but also as instrument of social transformation. See, 1920-22 mentioned was a significant movement led to the independence from Britishers' capital. That small mistake. It's okay. This NCM functioned as a political campaign, exactly using the language. Non-cooperation movement functioned as political campaign. Okay, so he is giving points for that. See, the political, what it is? Consciousness evoke. Example, non-cooperation political organization. Very good. Then construction to the to join the assembly. That's also the political. Good. 2 points enough, because that is not the key demand. Key demand is NCM as an instrument of social transformation. How it is? Women empowerment, Sarojini Naidu, excellent example. And then minimizing the regional barriers from the domestic industries growth. So that was more economic, but still okay. Mass mobilization happened, scientific temper developed. Yes, NCM, while functioning as the political campaign, it also is an instrument of social transformation and led to the foundation of future movements like CDM and Quit India movement, linking with the future movement. Right? See, the same. Second also, independence movement is an significant against British. What was it? See, second question. First question we saw. Now let's see my answer. See, this is my answer. Yeah. See, the structure is same. How they have written. Non-cooperation movement started 1920 under the leadership of INC and Gandhiji. Was instrumental in freedom movement. I gave the year, name also added, that you can learn. NCM functioned as political campaign. Exact the subheading which they have also given. Because we are taking from the same question. Functioned as political campaign. Political goal was there, like the Swaraj. Political pressure on the British government to bring constitutional reform. And then the political education. I use the word political so that it's not only political. So that point you can learn. That you have used the economic. You have to link that economic with the political. Otherwise that became economic point. Right? So that is the learning. And awareness of the mass through INC. However, this line, see, this is the linking line we say. Raja, see this. This is the point I was telling you, that it is a linking line. However, it had social and economic aspect too. So it is creating the flow in your answer. Getting? So this is the line. See, NCM was instrument of social transformation. Same. But that linking line linked the first and second part. Clear? Yes. Educational programs, vernacular language, women participation. Then communal harmony, social equality. Thus, NCM was an instrument in inclusive movement, making independence for everyone, not only few. This is the conclusion. Next question is the Indian independence movement. His answer is more visible. The Indian independence movement was not only a struggle against British rule, but also quest for social economic. Same question. Instead of NCM, it's saying the overall independence movement. Similar heading we have to make Indian independence movement as a struggle against British rule, and then it was also for the social and economic justice. The structuring of the answer will be similar. Here also independence movement brought changes in the various aspects in the social, economic and political. Good. Chalega. See, the strong opposition, this is the against the British rule points. See the structuring, we won't go into the points, structure. Indian independence movement as a quest for socio-economic transformation. So here he gave the 4 points. What more he could have done, you can learn from my answer, we'll see. We can divide this. Similarly, Durga also have done the same thing. See this, independence movement, he gave the introduction. Independence movement against British rule, he gave the points. Then coming to the independence movement, is a quest for the socio-economic justice, social patriarchy. He made these things and the conclusion. See the structure. Okay, that's for science. Simple answer. Now see my answer. See, independence movement was broad-based and inclusive, led by the leaders like Gandhiji, Subhash Bose. I'm bringing the names of the personalities. Okay. Now here he had said the independence movement. It has not specified which movement, overall movement. So I thought let's give some movement, major movements. I present it like this. So they see home rule, NCM this way. One thing I missed here is the revolutionary movement. HSR is something I could have mentioned because it's showing like the only ANC movement was important, but there were movements by Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose, and other can be mentioned here. It was struggle against British rule, same topic, anti-colonial, boycott British goods, assassination of unpopular British like Saunders. Then, however, it was also a quest for the socio-economic justice. See, here I have divided social justice, like gender justice, social justice for Dalit, educational for empowerment, economic justice like rural economy, agricultural economy, self-reliance. This part you missed, and you have not segregated that. Okay, so that can be the learning for you guys. See, again the structure, let's see from the broad view. This is the structure, intro, small highlight of major movements against the British rule, and then it was also the social and economic justice. Clear? Both the questions? Now you are getting like what is the mistake? Right, in terms of structuring. So try to reflect on those aspects, and then we will you can improve.